the new satellite.
28th January 10 p.m. to 29th January 10 p.m. 6th February from 10 p.m. to 7th February 10 p.m. 17th February 10 p.m. to 18th February 10 p.m. 19th February 10 p.m. to 20th February 10 p.m.
While regretting any inconvenience caused, we wish to assure you of our best services at all times and thank you for your patience.
What do I do for a living? I live for a living.
Way out in the wilds of Alaska.
Experience real-life adventures.
It's a completely life-changing experience.
Escape the ordinary.
You're just surrounded by mountains. You feel really tiny.
Got excited.
Warm welcome, ladies and gentlemen, as we bring you live and exclusive coverage of the Dialog Champions League 2018. It's the final game of the tournament and it's also the title decider of the tournament. Blue Star SC from Kaludara and Army Defenders are the two teams in contention for the title. A draw will do it for Blue Star, but Army need a win. 16 game weeks have led us to this game today, where one team, Army Defenders or Blue Star SC from Kaludara, will take home the Dialog Champions League. After 16 game weeks of grueling football, they'll play out what surely will be a classic at the Sugadasa Stadium in front of a packed crowd. Army Defenders in blue, Blue Star in white today, as it's bound to be a cracking game. And joining me in the commentary box is Dinit Senaratna. Good evening, Dinit, and surely we have a great game ahead of us.
Yes, Ashwin, a very good evening, and as you mentioned, Blue Stars led on without conceding any losses up until the 12th week of the Dialog Champions League, losing their first game to Matara. They've stood strong up until then moved on to losing two more games to Saunders as well as Red Stars. Defenders, on the other hand, they've had their ups and downs throughout the league. They had a solid win during their first game against Java Lane, where they scored 4-0, and their final game played before this was between Colombo, quite a tough defender, and in the end Defenders went on to win the game 2-1. Moving into this game, they look to be the more confident team.
Yes, as we see dignitaries making their way onto the pitch to greet the players before the game kicks off. Blue Star, of course, and the Defenders both vying for their second top flight championship in Sri Lankan football. Both teams have fallen at the final hurdle before. Army to Colombo FC, and Blue Star, they lost to Army when they really needed a win. As this time though, these two teams will go up against each other, knowing exactly what they have to achieve. It's amazing that a league of 17 games can be decided by the final one, as both these teams have enjoyed remarkable seasons, not short of up and downs. And also little subplot, two of Sri Lanka's veteran strikers on either side, E.B. Channa in Blue Star and the evergreen Mohammad Isadeen leading the line for Army. How big an impact will they be able to make on this game is yet to be seen, as we go through the team list of defenders: Mohammad Lutfi, Eranga Priyanshantha, Mohammad Isadeen, Lakshita Jayatunga, Madhushan De Silva, Suraj Bernard, Bandara Varakagoda, Asikur Rahman, Rohan Appuhami, Jeevantha Fernando and Kamaleswaran Kajandan. Line-up for Army defenders today, as they will play a 4-3-3 with Asikur Rahman, surely the key player in midfield, who will try to link up with Madhushan De Silva, Mohammad Isadeen and Kamaleswaran Kajandan, as they try to breach the Blue Star backline. Mohammad Isadeen is the defenders' top goal scorer and has been a lethal threat for them in many Dialog Champions Leagues before this as well. As we'll now have the team photos with the referee for today. Both teams have the experience of playing high pressure clashes. Army, of course, have won the FA Cup several times in recent history. But can they get their hands on the Dialog Champions League? As that's the trophy up for grabs tonight. Will it be Army, who've had most of their squad stable for a long period of time? Players like Madhushan De Silva, Mohammad Isadeen, Lakshita Jayatunga, Bandara Varakagoda, Asikur Rahman. They've been around for a long time with the Soldiers. Whereas Manjula Fernando, E.B. Channa, Mohammad Irshan, Taraka Silva, some of the players who've been long-standing with Blue Star. And this will be the game. This could be the game that defines their legacy. Safe to say that majority of the crowd has made its way to the Sugurdasa from Kaludara. Two captains will toss for the sides with referee for today, Taranga Pushpakumara, and alongside him Priyanga Namal and Jafran Atambava. Two skippers, Mohammad Irshan and Suraj Bernard. I beg your pardon, Rohan Appuhami is captaining Army today. We'll now have a look at the Blue Star lineup for tonight.
And for Blue Stars SC, it'll be Manjula Fernando, E.B. Channa, Mohammad Irshan, Mohammad Ajmer, Taraka Silva, Ishan Kumar, Mohammad Salan, BC Sampad, Mohammad Najman, Uche Sande, and Chimze. Blue Stars had quite a terrific run throughout this league, going undefeated for the first 12 matches. And taking a look up on the lineup, it's a 4-on-4 defensive game that Blue Stars is looking to play. Their usual tactical play. I believe they'll be looking for Manjula Fernando, Mohammad Irshan as well as Chigozi to make the key vital moves for their side.
Yes.
Manjula Fernando, of course, he had made plenty of saves and is a major reason for conceding so little as both teams move up. Blue Stars with a traditional huddle. Defenders easing into the pitch. Final prayer.
So it's a real carnival atmosphere here as horns are blaring. Fireworks being lit up as well in the stands. As both groups of fans just happy to be a part of this footballing spectacle. The title decider of the Dialog Champions League 2018. Army versus Blue Star. Blue Star in a prolonged team huddle. They've waited for this moment a long time. Can they take the trophy back to Kalutara? As it will be Army and it will be that man Isadine who will kick things off for us at the Sugadasa as Army in their blue strip play from left to right of screen and get play underway. And straight away the ball played in towards Isadine, who's brought the ball down, cuts it back. Calmly done. There's Channa not quite picking that pass to his teammate. Good ball in towards Isadine, who heads straight at Manjula Fernando from an offside position. Referee allows play to go on since Manjula Fernando was well positioned and made the save. Sampat's pass cut out. And early foul called on Blue Star player. Looks like it's Mohammad Salan for bringing down Asikur Rahman.
Last time these two teams met, things didn't really go in favor of Blue Stars. It was DCL 2017 and the defenders won the match 1-0. It's the exact same team that's lined up this evening as well. Defenders know how Blue Stars like to play the game. They might read it well and look to exploit their defensive tactic. As defenders lines up for a free kick.
Cross into a dangerous area. That's flicked in and it's in! Early goal for Army! And it's that man, Mohammad Isadine, who has opened the scoring here at the Sugadasa Stadium. It's Army 1, Blue Star 0. And from the unlikeliest of angles, the likeliest of goal scorer puts Army 1-0 up. His shot just ballooned over Manjula Fernando, and just when Blue Star thought the danger was done, Mohammad Isadine steps up to the plate and hammers a nail into their hopes of winning the Dialog Champions League 2018. Remember that Blue Star only need a draw to secure the title, whereas Army, they have to come away with a win. But this early goal should set things up nicely, as Blue Star will now be forced to press for a goal, and they nearly got one there. It's cleared off the line. Still not danger not cleared, and a great save by Mohammad Lutfi in the Army goal prevents an early equalizer for Blue Star. Well, a great start, Dinit, to the game.
I agree, Ashwin. Lutfi definitely keeping his eyes open on that one. The walls probably prevented him from not having a proper weave off the ball. but he made sure that he saved that one and kept Army on the leading offensive end. And here's Army looking to make another counter. This time leading things through the left.
Great save by Manjula Fernando, as Asikur Rahman on that occasion denied by the Blue Star custodian. Blue Star rocking.
The 38-year-old Army man, Isadine, has been the man that has been leading the score sheets for Army throughout this league as well as the FA Cup. He was the same man that scored the first goal against their previous match against Colombo. It was Isadine and Varakagoda who ended things for their win, as
Madhushan De Silva's cross steered just wide by Bandara Varakagoda. Poor defending by Blue Star in the dead ball situation, as this was that chance for Blue Star a bit earlier on. Lutfi hitting his angles right as the ball well covered.
these two men, Varakagoda and Isadine, are the men to keep mark on. Blue Stars does have quite a big lineup of marquee players. We'll just have to see if these veterans as well as new players create good coordinated play, as Army man is pulled down, but
Kajandan on that occasion dispossessed. And a foul there on Chimezi. This Blue Star free kick. They just need to hold on to the ball at the moment, Blue Star. They are reeling. And I think that early goal has clouded their vision of how to play this game. They need to calm things down. Chan takes it short. Sampath plays it back to Chan, whose cross is put behind by Lakshita Jayatunga. Channa's corner disappointing. As goal kick for Army. Offside called against Isadine. He has a tendency to drift behind the last defender, but that's the way he plays, on the shoulder of the last defender. And in the event he is able to evade the attention of the player marking him, he's always a threat. There's a poor free kick from the skipper there, Mohammad Irshan. Just goes harmlessly out for a throw-in. Gustav in the ball back. Can't pick out Channa. Bigger pardon, Chigozi. It's a lovely ball. Asikur Rahman chasing after it. Can't keep it in play. Army happy to clear their lines. No nonsense from them. They have the goal. Now they just need to build a bit more pressure on Blue Star. Let them stew in their predicament of whether to attack or defend. And that uncertainty will undoubtedly open up some opportunities for them to add to their tally, as that's a good ball in. Shot blocked by Suraj Bernard. Finally cleared away.
Defenders is a team that relies on basics rather than flamboyant finishes, and Blue Stars, the more defensively strong team, is yet another team that relies on basics when it comes to the game of football. Clear-cut defense and clear-cut offense is what we've seen thus far, and is what we'll be hoping to see throughout this game.
Yes, Blue Star have scored the lowest goals among the top 4. In fact, 8 lower than Navy Seahawks, who will finish in 4th place, as that ball has been put into the box. There's a melee. And defenders just about get the danger cleared. Sadine hurrying and hassling near the halfway line. As there's a defender's player down, and the referee calls for play to be stopped so he can receive some treatment. Blue Star, of course, have the best defense in the league. This was just the 14th goal they conceded. As now they will need to rely on their offense to pull them back into contention for the Dialog Champions League trophy.
It was not just defenders that have had a confident boosting final game. The previous game, Blue Stars also had went on for a 4-0 win in favor of Blue Stars. They faced Pelicans, and that definitely might have upped their confidence moving into this final game of the Dialog Champions League 2018.
Must be said that early goal has dampened the spirits of the Blue Star contingent in the stands. Fans are playing, but there's not much accompanying it as nervousness creeps in.
As you've said, the energy of the fans has died out. They are being patient with the gameplay.
Long ball over the top. Isadine chooses his battles wisely and knows that that one's going out behind. Just lets it roll out. Harka Silva playing out from defense. High risk game played by Blue Star. And that's a poor pass from Asikur Rahman, trying to bring Kajantan into the game. Jivanta Fernando. Blue Star clear their lines. Chimezi giving chase, and it's a shove in on Lakshita Jayatunga, and a telling off from the referee. Long throw from Jayatunga. Irshan. It's gone through to Right back who's flicked the ball in, and crucial save from Lutfi Chimezi there. His flicked header forcing the defender's keeper into his second save of the night. Madhushan De Silva. Suraj Bernard back to Madhushan De Silva. His cross at the right shape, but just the angle too close to Manjula Fernando, who gathers comfortably. Chesande can't get through. Irshan. Channa. Irshan. Poor pass there. Army's distribution in the middle needs to be better. They have quality in the wings and up front, but they need to get the ball to them in good positions. As Sadine thought about chasing it, but doesn't in the end, as to run all the way through to Manjula Fernando. Once again, failed to pick out Kajantan as Chimezi is released. And hard tackle by Bandara Varakagoda. Only a throw-in.
Clear-cut tackle there by Manjula. And it's Chimezi who will be leading up the throw-in. I beg your pardon. Manjula Fernando opting for a short pass there. The ball is just moving back and forth as we progress in the game. Couple of moments where life was shown. Speaking of the defender's goalkeeper, Lutfi, despite his size, he's been a man who's very attentive, who reads the gameplay well. He's agile on his feet as well as quick to make his decisions. We saw nothing short of that, especially during the defender's game against the Navy Seahawks, where Lutfi had quite a few credible saves. And
Six Nations Rugby 2019. 15 matches, 6 action-packed weekends. 2nd February to 16th March, live and exclusive on Dialog Now, channel number 1. Dialog Television, Sri Lanka's #1 television experience.
I want to be the star of the show.
This is not how I wanted things to go.
For the 5-0.
Is my daughter in there?
Right!
Yeah, it's her.
There's been a complication.
New Hawaii 5-0.
Hey, partner. Big day for us, buddy. Jump!
You're invited to a new season of madness.
She's throwing us a last supper.
How to Get Away with Murder. Watch all series on the same day as the US. Dialog Television, Sri Lanka's #1 television experience.
brilliant saves
to deny the Kalutar boys. But the crowd is here in numbers and there is plenty of time remaining on the clock. And neither side will be looking forward to going back home empty-handed.
But here's the problem with Rahul. You see, Blue Stars is a team that likes its defensive play, not really strong on the offensive end. They usually look to connect with Manjula Fernando, Irshan or Chigozi, but we've not seen much of their likely faces on screen. They could be holding back for a comeback. We'll just have to figure out, because they know the defenders have endurance on their side. Blue Stars, the team from Kalutara.
Corner for the Soldiers. Just too much power in it. And as you were saying, Blue Stars clearly came into this game in a very defensive mindset. Their leading goal scorer, Ebuzanwa Chigozi, has been put to the bench today. So they will look to bring him. We have been told that it is due to a slight injury as well. He is injured, but he is on the bench, however. And if it stays like this, his team will need him on the field. As a replay of a chance missed for defenders. Header just goes wide
for Izzadeen. He couldn't angle it out right, but at the pace he was arriving, I guess that was the only decision he could come down to, as a foul is called off and it's awarded in favor of Blue Stars.
Quickly taken, long free kick. Could not be controlled. It will be a throw into the Kalutara lads.
Long throw in for Blue Stars, dodged away by the defenders. That was Sampath. Solid challenge by the defenders' defense. Kajandan, not really sure if that was the wisest of choices. He could have nicked it off him, but decided to go for a push. Resulted.
You see a free kick in a dangerous area for Blue Stars, and it seems like it's none other than the very experienced E.B. Channa stepping up to take the set piece. Will he look to find a man in the box, or will he go directly on goal? This could be the moment the Kalutara lads were waiting for. It will take just one goal for their dreams to come true. E.B. Channa straight at the wall. Disappointing free kick. And Lutfi pounces on the rebound. That was very disappointed, I would say, didn't it? E.B. Channa, with his experience, should have easily gotten that over the wall.
But at that range, Rahul, I'm not really sure if he could have made it. Experience is there behind Channa's back, but at the same time, the pressure as well as the crowd's expectations probably hit him hard as well. As it's Blue Stars on the ball's control once again, nicked off by the defenders. And the referee signals out a free kick in favor of the defenders.
I would say, Dinit, the E.B. Channa is a well-experienced international cap as well. So this kind of pressure should be nothing new to him. But you could never say, as Blue Star once again well defended by the Soldiers. Channa winning it back for Blue Star, however. Channa once again pass it off to Sunday. Blue Stars still in possession, playing a good passing game. Skipper with a through ball that completely missed. That was the moment. Chimezi, all he needed was a slight touch on that and it could have beaten the on-rushing Lutfi. However, missed it completely and it parried off Lutfi and was cleared to safety. Another chance gone begging for Blue Star. They really need to take these chances when they come. Once again, straight into the hands of Mohammad Lutfi. It has been 4 months of action in this 2018 edition of the Dialog Champions League, and it all comes down to this, so they really cannot let chances like that go.
Defenders, if they manage to hold on to this single-digit goal that they've scored, they could clinch the trophy, the DCL 2018 trophy, as Blue Stars look to create an opener. But it was the defenders getting their foot on it.
Blue Star are showing some good attacking intent now. They are aware that they need a goal, and E.B. Channa.
And here's Sunday controlling the ball. Pass well on to Sampath. And here's Sampath once again trying to read his players. The Nigerian couldn't hold on to things as the Navy's defense get their foot on and lead the ball straight off field, clearing it off the danger zone.
E.B. Channa crossing. It's too much power and free kick awarded to the defenders. There is still plenty of time on the clock for Blue Star. We are in the 26th minute now. Blue Star fans have come to Sukarnadasa in numbers. There is a massive crowd here for both sides.
Blue Stars has always had a very secret factor behind their success, and it's none other than their coach, Mohammad Piche Master. 35 years of coaching at Blue Stars. The man has led them to many victories, including a previous DCL win as well.
Indeed, both these sides have won the Champions League title on one previous occasion. Blue Star in the 2003-2004 season, while Army won it back in 2008-2009. And now, after all these years, both teams finally have a chance to double their championship tally. As Blue Star once again in possession. Captain Mohammad Irshan passes it off. Chimezi dispossessed there, and defenders will look to counter-attack. A good back flick there. No foul given. But that looked like a hard tackle, but no foul, but the referee stops play. As the soldier is down.
It was Kajandan taking a blow from Ishan. A bit of a late tackle there. Young player taken off his feet, but quick to get back on them as play continues. Bit of a short break for the players. Grab a little water, refresh themselves up, and get back with their heads straight. Piche Master with a couple of words to his players. And here's Army. Not really sure what the idea there was, but straight into the hands of Manjula.
So very poor there. That was struck straight to the opposition, but Blue Star win it back. Over the top ball, Chimezi. And it will be a corner kick now for Blue Star. The experienced EB Channa to take the corner. He needs to strike a good ball into the box. Goes with a different tactic.
He decides to connect with Sampath, and that was probably not the best of choices he made. Defenders making sure that they're completely off the danger zone with another huge kick, which led to the ball off the right flank, and Blue Stars keep trying to make counter-attacks. Sunday also using his tactics on the left field. But here's Isadine to connect.
Some quick pace shown there, but just too much power on that through ball. Straight into the hands of Manjula Fernando. As Blue Star once again. Taraka Silva. Long ball. Could not find anybody. Crossing to the box. That was a poor effort there. Uche Sunday from outside the box. Nowhere near the target. As we were saying, they really need to make these opportunities count. As the opportunities are wasted, so is the time. And now we are into the 30th minute mark.
With less than 15 minutes to go, definitely Blue Stars need to up their game. The usual defensive team better choose to change their tactics and move to an offensive phase. Because right after half-time, we know Army comes back with more force. And while they're tired...
Poor effort. Horrible work there. Number 4 of Blue Star, Ishan Kumara, gifting a goal. No idea what he was thinking. Ishan Kumara just toe poked it, hoping for Manjula Fernando to get it. But Asikur Rahman instead got on the end of it. As you can see the replay on your screens. Absolutely no idea what Ishan was trying there. Laid it off, and Asikur Rahman punished him for that mistake. You can't make mistakes like that against a team like Defenders. They will always come back to haunt you, and now 31st minute, it's Defenders 2, Blue Star 0. And as it stands, Defenders are going to do the double, having won the FA Cup earlier. Now they are on their way to winning the Dialog Champions League once again.
Sunday trying to phase Lutfi, but taking none of it as he moves the ball upfield. This time Blue Stars taking extra precaution in marking their men. Taking up 2 goals is definitely not what Blue Stars expected this evening, but that is exactly what the defenders delivered.
The Blue Stars can't let their heads drop now though. There is still around 10 minutes left in the first half, as well as the whole of the second half left. If Defenders can get 2 goals within 32 minutes, there is no reason Blue Stars can't try to respond, as some unnecessary coming together there. Mohammad Isadine and BC Sampath. However, referee Taranga quickly putting an end to that, as Blue Star now have their work cut out for them. Earlier they just needed 1 goal to equalize and take home the Dialog Champions League. However, now they need to, and it's not easy against a defense like Army and a goalkeeper like Mohammad Lutfi.
I believe Blue Stars underestimated what the defenders had to offer. Isadine also taking a goal which seemed to be going quite off angle, but Isadine, with his experience as well as raw talent, managed to nick it off straight in for the first goal this evening for our defenders. Later on, it was that man Asikur Rahman who slayed things off with the second goal, bringing down this Blue Stars monster.
I think the biggest blow for Blue Stars would have been the injury to Ebu Chigozi, as once again defenders. A good last ditch tackle there by the man who gave away that earlier goal, Ishan Kumar. And now it will be another corner for defenders.
Isadine, despite his age, very quick on his feet, confidently bringing the ball forward, but
and despite being 2-0 up there, you could see Isadine apologizing to his teammates for not making more of that opportunity. As now another set piece for Blue Star to defend. Headed away.
Blue Stars on the right flank this time. Sunday moves it up front.
Chimezi unable to hold on to the ball there. As I was saying, it was a big blow for Blue Star. Their leading goal scorer Chigozi injured and probably unable to play the full 90 minutes, and therefore on the bench in the opening half. They will need him to come on as soon as possible. Yes. Sunday taking a slight bump there, but seems okay to continue. The Kalutara fans have seemingly been stunned into silence. However, their team really needs them now, as once again Asikur Rahman laid the ball off there, but just offside this Mohammad Isadine. As I was saying, Blue Star really need their fans backing them up now. The Kalutara lads who travelled all this way need to make some noise, make their support heard. As now once again a throw-in. Can Ibi Channa do something? Lays it off to skipper is Channa once again. Cross into the box, headed away to safety.
Irshan tried to chase the ball, but it was Isadine who was quick on his feet. Passes it up front, appealing for a penalty, but the referee not giving it out. Ball still in play. Defenders look to make amends with the left flank, and the referee finally decides to blow the whistle.
That's, I believe, Mohammad Isadine. I beg your pardon.
As we take a look at the replay of the left flank, Army tried to create a counter attack, but it is completely cut off as we still see the Army man down and out. Takes a bit of time to shake things off, but he's back on his feet.
His key player there for Army, Asigur Rahman, who went down, looked to be in a lot of discomfort, but clearly after that treatment he looks okay to continue.
Isadine and Rahman was quite on the same wavelength as they ran up with the previous play, but Rahman deliberately tackled off by the Blue Stars defense. Fans of both sides resting, waiting for that nail-biting, goal-scoring moment.
Sampath's pass cut out. Good pressure by Army. Here's Kajandan. His defensive header not convincing. Blue Star now back in possession. Sampath hoofs the ball forward. No one's there. Varakagoda picks out Lakshita Jayatunga. Jivanta Fernando back to Jayatunga. Asigur Rahman's control letting him down. Then some nice skills there. Beats one but can't get past the second.
Skip off Blue Stars Ishan, making sure the Army offense is of no trouble to themselves. This time it'll be a throw-in for defenders.
It's going to be a throw for Blue Star. Jayatunga just not connecting with that attempted clearance. Irshan picks out Channa. Can't pick out a teammate. Kajantan wins defenders a throw. He's their under 23 player. It's mandatory for all teams to field an under 23 player in the starting lineup. And Kamalesaran Kajantan is the defenders' marquee player. Blue Star, lovely turn by Chimezi. Doesn't have a direct path to goal. Looks for support. Appeals for handball and a free kick has been given. Kajantan protests his innocence. And he may have a point there because from close range, it's one of those you see them given, you see them don't. On this occasion, referee Taranga Pushpakumara chooses to award the free kick, and Blue Star have a golden opportunity to halve the deficit before half time. Standing over it is Mohammad Najman, Ibi Channa, as well as Sampath.
Defenders wall more strong onto the left end. There is space that could be exploited.
Channa, who went for Mohammad Irshan, who was looking to flick it on. It was a good idea. Our execution not quite up to the mark that was expected. As just coming off the back, Mohammad Irshan, and going over Mohammad Lutfi's goal.
These are one of the harder strikes to read in a game of this stature. I believe that's what led to the nicking off of the back head of Mohammad Irshan.
Here he's once again Irshan. Picks out Chimezi, who lets it run, but can't get around Lakshita Jayatunga. Bigger pardon on that occasion. Bandara Varakagoda covering at right back, marking Chimezi. Irshan to taken a long run up for this throw. And the throw goes equally long into a dangerous area. Set at the edge of the box. Sampath and Channa heads it home. Blue Star back in contention. And it's E.B. Channa. Someone they would have been expecting to get on the score sheet. And on the edge of the 6-yard box, Channa heads home. The ball in by Sampath to make it Blue Star 2, Blue Star 1, Army 2. Still some work to be done for the boys from Kaludara, but that will be a good feeling for them going into half-time, just a goal down. And suddenly the crowd has come back to life as Blue Star have earned themselves a lifeline in the last minute of the first half.
The last time we saw Blue Stars win a championship was 15 years ago in the 2003-2004 season, but they're looking very lively this evening as well. The first goal scored by Isadeen on behalf of defenders might have taken a toll, but Blue Stars was quick to shake things off, retaliating with a comeback of their own.
Cleared away, but Blue Star in the prowl once again. It's going to be a long 3 minutes of added time. Here come Army, charging forward. They lose possession. Mohammad Irshan.
Both teams picking up a striking phase this evening. Isadeen this time marked well by the Blue Stars defense as the ball moves in favor of defenders.
It's dangerous position to concede a free kick, given that Madhushan De Silva has such a good left leg, and it is him who's standing over it, undoubtedly looking to swing that in between the 6-yard box and the penalty spot. Army have got bodies forward, and the delivery is headed over the bar by Sahlan.
Asiku Rahman hoping to create an opener for Isadeen. However, it was the Blue Stars defense that got their heads on it. In the end, being finally nicked off field for a corner in favor of defenders. This man Lahiru took one for the team as he went down with that header, but he shakes things off. The defenders looking strong on this corner attempt. Solid left footer which causes no trouble at all.
As referee Taranga Pushpakumara, he brings an end to the first half. It's been an entertaining game of football here today, and we are still no closer to knowing who will be the champion of the Dialog Champions League 2018. It was Army who started very quickly. Mohammad Isadeen turning home a goal in as early as the 2nd minute, and Blue Stars' plight was compounded when short back pass from Ishan Kumara was smashed into the net by Asikur Rahman as Army doubled their tally and doubled their chances of winning the trophy. However, with a minute to go for half-time, it's that man on screen, E.B. Channa, who gave Blue Star a lifeline with a well-taken header, diverting BC Sampath's ball into the box past Mohammad Lutfi in the Army goal. And at half-time, it stands at Army 2, Blue Star 1. Just a reminder that Blue Star need only a draw to win the trophy, whereas Army, they need to be outright winners to take the trophy home. It's been a thoroughly entertaining first half as both teams really showed their attacking talent. Defenders holding the slight edge going into the second half. Do join us again in 15 minutes for more live coverage of the Dialog Champions League title decider. Live and exclusive on ThePapare.com and Dialog TV's Channel 1. But we'll have a look at the highlights. You can see a packed stadium tonight for the title decider. Both teams very much up for the task of winning the trophy. And it was 2 minutes in that the poacher, Mohammad Izzadeen, gave Army the lead with a well-taken goal. And then after that, a dreadful error from Ishan Kumar. Just played Asikur Rahman through on goal and he made no mistake with the finish. No chance for Manjula Fernando. But just as it looked like Army were in cruise control, E.B. Channa halved the Blue Star deficit and brought them back into contention. As we'll go into a short commercial break, and do join us again in 15 minutes for the second half on ThePapare.com.
Now, no more fighting for one TV. Make every room in your home a TV room with a Dialog Television Home Bundle. Get your second Dialog Television connection for as little as 500 rupees a month with a saving of up to 50%.
What do I do for a living? I live for a living.
Way out in the wilds of Alaska.
Experience real-life adventures.
It's a completely life-changing experience.
Escape the ordinary.
You're just surrounded by mountains. You feel really tiny.
Got excited.
Okay, she's ready.
Yes, I'm ready.
Impressive CV. But why do you want to work here?
Is your unlimited package limiting you? Be really unlimited with the largest network. Talk unlimited with more than 13 million Sri Lankans with Dialog. Dialog Blaster Unlimited. A range of monthly plans starting from 777 rupees. Dial #678# to convert your package or get a new connection.
It's always been my dream to be a part of a blue chip company.
ஒரு நாள் இப்படித்தானா
இன்னைக்கு கதைக்கவே இல்லை.
ஹாய் சில நெட்வொர்க் அன்லிமிட்டட் சொன்னாலும் கதைக்கக்கூடியவர்கள் லிமிட்டடா? இலங்கை முழுவதும் பறந்து விரிந்துள்ள 130 லட்சத்துக்கு அதிகமான டயலாக் குடும்பத்தினருடன் லிமிட் என்று பேசுகிறீர்கள். டயலாக் பிளாஸ்டர் அன்லிமிட்டட் ரூபாய் 222 முதல் வாராந்த மற்றும் மாதாந்த பிளான்கள் செயல்படுத்திட #678# டயல் செய்யுங்கள்.
நீங்களும் மூவி பார்க்க வாரீங்க தானே?
Are you or someone you care about prone to heart-related illnesses? You can now rest easy with Avid Heart. Avid Heart lets you get a medical-grade EKG anywhere, anytime. Save a life and give yourself or loved ones peace of mind. Approved by the National Medicines Regulatory Authority. Avid Heart. Heart health at your fingertips. Purchase your Avid Heart device today for just 23,990 rupees and get a free My Doctor Couples package. Available at selected Dialog customer care centers island-wide. Dialog. The future today.
ක්‍රීඩා පුවත් සිංහලෙන් www.thepapare.com වෙබ් අඩවියට පිවිසලා සිංහල භාෂාව තෝරාගන්න. ක්‍රිකට්, රග්බි, පාපන්දු, වොලිබෝල්, මලල ක්‍රීඩා, පැසිපන්දු විතරක් නෙමෙයි වෙනත් ක්‍රීඩා සහ විශේෂාංග ලිපි උනත් ThePapare සිංහල තුලින්. ඇයි අපේ වීඩියෝ පිටුව ක්‍රීඩාව හා සම්බන්ධ දහසකුත් එකක් වීඩියෝ, සම්මුඛ සාකච්ඡා. ඒ වගේම ඇසිදිසි, රග්බි පිටිය, පිටියේ කතා, ස්පෝර්ට්ස් මසාලා වගේ සතිපතා ජනප්‍රිය විශේෂාංග නරඹන්න. ඔබේ පරිගණකේ ටැබ් එකෙන් එහෙමත් නැත්නම් ස්මාර්ට්ෆෝන් එකෙන් ලබා ගන්න ඔබට ලේසියෙන්ම පුළුවන්. ThePapare සිංහල ක්‍රීඩා පුවත් ඩිජිටලීකරණය.
Dear customer, Dialog Television's broadcast service will be shifted to a new satellite in 4 phases during January and February 2019. Please note that it is mandatory that you keep the decoder switched on during the following periods in order to connect your decoder to the new satellite.
28th January 10 p.m. to 29th January 10 p.m. 6th February from 10 p.m. to 7th February 10 p.m. 17th February 10 p.m. to 18th February 10 p.m. 19th February 10 p.m. to 20th February 10 p.m.
While regretting any inconvenience caused, we wish to assure you of our best services at all times and thank you for your patience.
Six Nations Rugby 2019. 15 matches, 6 action-packed weekends. 2nd February to 16th March, live and exclusive on Dialog Now, channel number 1. Dialog Television, Sri Lanka's #1 television experience.
I want to be the star of the show. This is not how I wanted things to go.
for the 5-0.
Is my daughter in there? Right! Yeah, it's her.
There's been a complication.
New Hawaii 5-0.
Hey, partner. Big day for us, buddy. Jump!
You're invited to a new season of madness.
She's throwing us a last supper.
How to Get Away with Murder. Watch all series on the same day as the US. Dialog Television, Sri Lanka's #1 television experience.
Now, no more fighting for one TV. Make every room in your home a TV room with a Dialog television home bundle. Get your second Dialog television connection for as little as 500 rupees a month with a saving of up to 50%.
What do I do for a living? I live for a living.
Way out in the wilds of Alaska.
Experience real-life adventures.
It's a completely life-changing experience.
Escape the ordinary.
You're just surrounded by mountains. You feel really tiny.
Got excited?
Okay, she's ready.
Yes, I'm ready.
Impressive CV. But why do you want to work here?
Is your unlimited package limiting you? Be really unlimited with the largest network. Talk unlimited with more than 13 million Sri Lankans with Dialog. Dialog Blaster Unlimited. A range of monthly plans starting from 777 rupees. Dial #678# to convert your package or get a new connection.
It's always been my dream to be a part of a blue chip company.
ஒரு நாள் இப்படித்தான் நான்
இன்னைக்கு கதைக்கவே இல்லை.
ஹாய்
சில நெட்வொர்க் அன்லிமிட்டட் சொன்னாலும் கதைக்கக்கூடியவர்கள் லிமிட்டடா. இலங்கை முழுவதும் பறந்து விரிந்துள்ள 130 லட்சத்துக்கு அதிகமான டயலாக் குடும்பத்தினருடன் லிமிட் என்று பேசுகிறீர்கள். டயலாக் பிளாஸ்டர் அன்லிமிட்டட் ரூபாய் 222 முதல் வாராந்த மற்றும் மாதாந்த பிளான்கள் செயல்படுத்தின #678# டயல் செய்யுங்கள்.
நீங்களும் மூவி பார்க்க வாரீங்க தானே?
Are you or someone you care about prone to heart-related illnesses? You can now rest easy with Avid Heart. Avid Heart lets you get a medical-grade EKG anywhere, anytime. Save a life and give yourself or loved ones peace of mind. Approved by the National Medicines Regulatory Authority. Avid Heart. Heart health at your fingertips. Purchase your Avid Heart device today for just 23,990 rupees and get a free My Doctor Couples package. Available at selected Dialog customer care centers island-wide. Dialog. The future today.
Welcome back to the Sukadasa Stadium, ladies and gentlemen, for the second half of this Dialog Champions League 2018 title decider between Defenders SC and Blue Star Sports Club Kaludara. It was a thrilling first half where Army Defenders raced to a 2-0 advantage, but late in the first half, EB Chan pulled one back, that deadly man on screen for Blue Star, as it now stands at 2-1. Defenders in blue playing from right to left of screen, whereas it's Blue Star who are in white today, who need a goal to tie things up and move themselves to the top of the table. Opportunity early on. Goalkeeper watched it carefully and let it drift wide. But Salan there, good control, good intent. Just the execution wasn't easy. Asikur Rahman bustled off the ball. Priyashant can't pick out a teammate. Ball comes long towards Chimezi once again. Priyashant once again involved, winning the ball back. Defenders have a throw.
A very ironical turnaround this evening. The usually defensive Blue Stars on an offensive stride, as well as the attacking powerhouse defenders off onto a defending stride.
But I think that's where the problem lies, Vinith. Defenders aren't known to sit back and play. They need to keep attacking sensibly. No need to commit too many men forward, but if they allow the pressure at the other end to release for Blue Star, then that is when Blue Star play their best attacking football, when they don't need to worry about defending.
Thus far, Puhami Varakagoda, Jivanta and Jayatunka have held strong on the defensive end for the defenders. But as Blue Stars continue to make nifty tries at goal, they'll have to keep their eyes out as well as their feet ready to try to intercept or deflect any of their attempts.
This is where Blue Star have been so good from these dead ball situations, hurling the ball into the box. Height of Chimezi and Sunday causing problems for the Army defense. And here we go. We'll have a long throw from the other end as well.
Najman striding back, goes on for long throw. Blocked straight up by a solid header.
And defenders have learned their lesson. You can see the moment the ball goes out, they are pressing the second ball. That's what they didn't do when they conceded. They allowed BC Sampath the time and space to put in the cross after they had cleared the initial threat. And that was when Channa was able to move into space and head that ball goalwards. So clearly, coach has had a word with his players. And let's see if Madhushan De Silva, he plays it short. No cross into the box this time. Asikur Rahman gets round one, but good covering by Taraka Silva. Sahlan. Sunday. Jayatunga. Sadine barged into from behind. He knew that tackle was coming. And BC Sampath just Just going in from behind, no chance of winning the ball. Army with another opportunity to get the ball into the box. It's a good cross in. Manjula Fernando comes and misses. He isn't punished, however, as Army coach can't believe that chance has been squandered. Manjula Fernando takes it short. Taraka Silva. Sunday loses the ball. But still remained with him. Army very sloppy in possession. Sunday as it's a collision. Both players go down, but surely there was nothing intentional there. So Army once again playing with fire in dangerous areas. Madhushan De Silva on that occasion trying to dribble his way past a man. Just 5 yards outside his own box near the touchline.
They try to connect with Chimezi, their leading goal scorer. But as we take a look at the replay, that flash definitely cost one for them. Chimezi couldn't really go past the defense to create a goal scoring chance, missed it. And the referee whistles out, awarding Blue Star, awarding defenders a free kick.
Once again, Sampath looked a bit harsh. Watching it for the first time.
Sampath continues to protest his innocence, but rather than asking and trying to convince the referees that he's innocent, he'd much rather fix his mistakes and make sure it does not repeat itself. Because it's the addition of these small mistakes that could cost you a game.
Madhushan De Silva standing over it. This time it's pretty central, but Sampath comes away with it for Blue Star. Najman. Roshan Appuhami is there to intercept his clearance. Be a Army throw. Referee has pulled play back as some players in need of treatment. Appears to be a knock on the head for Eranga Priyashanta. Mohammad Najman, the other player who's been affected. Yes, clearly. Both players clutching their heads and the referee rightly stopping play.
Eranga of defender seems to be the man who's taken more of damage, as he's still lying down as the Army physio continues to ice his head.
And Army are going to make their first substitution. It's going to be Eranga Priyashant who will be replaced, and coming on in his place is Mohammad Mazir. I beg your pardon, Kasun Pradeep.
Play continues as Sunday looks to make amends through the right end of the field. Solid cross in, still in the danger zone. Not for long as the defenders swaps it off.
Here's Chimezi. He's double teamed but still gets a cross in. Channa, however, has it taken off his head by the Army defender. Here come Army on the counter. Sikur Rahman can't hold the ball up. Here's Asikur Rahman, gets past one, spins into trouble. He's fouled BC Sampath. Referee taking charge of the situation. Just a free kick for Blue Star.
As we take a look at the replay, that was a clear elbow onto Sampath, but the referee just awarding a free kick, not reaching into his pockets as the game continues. And this time it's Army on the offensive run. Madhushan with taking too much time, hogging on to the ball. Not really very decisive.
As that could be a crucial mistake. Suraj Bernard dallying on the ball. Ultimately has it dispossessed. Sahlan chases after it. It's cleared away by Jivanta Fernando. Long throw coming in from Najman. Directed goalwards. Flying bodies. But the ball has been put out for a corner kick. Channa comes across to take it. Anticipation in the crowd is growing. It's a good ball in by Channa. Last touch of a Army player. Another corner. But that was a great corner kick from E.B. Channa to a very dangerous area. The height was perfect. The pace was perfect. Just the finish was missing. This time it's taken deeper. Man arriving can't direct it goalwards. That's Sampath, not the tallest of figures on the pitch. Ultimately his header hitting the side netting. Since that second goal, Army really haven't created much. Rohan Appuhami does well to get that one clear. Najman, cross headed away. Here's Madhushan De Silva. Breaks into a sprint, but is held up well by Sunday. Sikur Rahman now. Tries to go it alone, off balance, a poor shot. Kasun Pradeep now. Taking the ball to the corner flag, but E.B. Channa puts it out. Throw into Army. Kasun Pradeep is just happy with holding it up there. And foul has been given against him. Really needs to try to do something a bit more constructive. Still half an hour left. Could have tried to win a corner kick at least. Here's Chimezi. Beaten to it by Varakagoda.
Army not giving Blue Stars any openers. Chimezi as well as Sunday marked very well by these Army lads. Yes, Blue Stars, they tried to create an opener from the center this time rather than from one of the two sides of the flanks. But it's Army that's quick onto their feet as they start an offensive stride. Leading is Lahiru, who tries to go at it on his own. Two men is not really the matchup you'd be looking for. Ball given out to Reginald, and Reginald chooses to.
That's Lutfi in the Army goal. That poor clearance. As Army have lost it once again, trying to dribble their way out of trouble. As ball goes onto the net of their goal. They really need to sort their game out this second half. Defenders have not created much as they are sitting back and waiting to be poached on. Jayatunga with the goal kick. Suraj Bernard now. It's again no real constructive passing from the Army midfield. Here's Kasun Pradeep. It's a terrible pass, trying to pick out Kajandan. Just under half an hour left in this DCL 2018 title decider.
Playing an offensive game is exactly what Army is doing this evening. However, their offensive game seems to be contributing to them holding on to a solid defense as well, not allowing Blue Stars any possession or openers. As a long ranger is taken up.
EB Channa once again in the thick of it, but Lutfi gathers. This is where Army have struggled defensively. Just dealing with those long balls into the box. Blue Star haven't created much from open play. As that ball chipped over the defense for Isidun to run onto. Unfortunately, wasn't quite on the same wavelength. Puhami consider the danger. Now finds Madhushan De Silva, Kasun Pradeep, Suraj Bernard. Now it's Kasun Pradeep, Kajandan. Army just taking the sting out of the game. That's a terrible attempt by Rohan Appuhami. Jivanta Fernando, crucial tackle. Free kick given Blue Stars' way. Yes, that was most likely for this dangerous challenge by Asiku Rauman. Possibly lucky not to get a booking for that. Was very late. The booth was rather high as well. Irshan. Now Sunday goes for goal, blocked. Channa. Cross goes harmlessly behind for a goal kick.
I believe there's a lack of communication between these Blue Stars players. The three leading scorers for themselves, Chimezi Sunday as well as Chan, all boxed in together on the left end of the field rather than spread it out so they can reach out for help. It's all about spreading out your players, creating an opener in order for you to score, not to have your best players all bunched up together onto one end of the field. As Lutfi moves in for a long ranger, which is countered back straight up by Blue Stars. Cross nicked away by the defender's defense. Blue Stars keep on trying to feed their man Chimezi, the leading scorer. Chimezi also good on his run-up, but in terms of finishing, he's not really had the best of days. Pitch master asking his players to retaliate backwards for a long throw. It's a defender skipper that gets his head on it.
Bichan coming back from an offside position. 25 minutes left to play. Blue Star yet to make a substitution. Keeping their cards close to their chest. Surely it'll only be a matter of time before they make a change if they feel they need to change the game. Kasan Pradeep brought down, but throw awarded to Blue Star. Crunching challenge, but clean one. He says Channa was fouled. He looked to try and play the advantage. However, saw there wasn't any and brought it back for the free kick. These defenders were looking rather desperate. And now Blue Star have a great opportunity from good position to test Mohammad Lutfi in the defender's goal.
Channa Sampath as well as Najman lined up.
Ibi Channa off the woodwork. Nearly doubling his tally for this game, but it was 6 inches off the post that denied him, as at the other end Mohammad Isadeen is one-on-one. He's however taken the ball away from goal, and his crossing is comfortably gathered by Manjula Fernando, but that was close for defenders, and it's Channa once again. Opportunity. Brilliant save by Mohammad Lutfi, as a defensive error by Bandara Varakakoda was nearly punished. The crowd has been brought back into this game with that passage of play. Ibi Channa very much at the heart of it. Star given the ball away cheaply. Sadine trying to play through his teammate, but unable to do so. Manjula Fernando calmly gathers, plays it out wide. Star played down the wing. But they've lost the ball. Suraj Bernard now bringing it forward. Suraj Bernard is allowed to run. Turn by Asikur Rahman, who shoots, but I think he's too keen to take the effort on by himself, and he's put it wide as they're making a change. Defenders, and it's Mohammad Isadeen who will come off to be replaced by Sajid Kumar. They've replaced one goal scorer with Sajit Kumara, who will possibly pose a bigger threat. Veteran has run his course in this game, and we'll watch the rest from the dugout. 20 more minutes for defenders to hold on. 20 minutes for Blue Star to score an equalizer, as yellow card for Kajandan. Pushpa Kumara having a stern word with the youngster. He becomes the first Army player to go into the book. Salan just about stopped from shooting as an acrobatic defensive header by Jivanta Fernando prevents that shot going through on Lutfi's goal, and he stayed down, and with that ball going out for a throw-in, he should be able to receive some treatment for that.
We've seen almost a similar tactic run by Army in a previous game. They were down to 10 men, and what they did was continue to concede injuries, which led the clock to run out for the eventual win. We'll just have to see if it's the same pattern we'll start to see.
Long throw by Irshan, flicked on. Opportunity for Blue Star. Everyone has fallen down though. And it'll be a corner kick. These long throw-ins cause so many problems. Reminiscent of the Stoke City of old.
Here comes Sean on his third corner kick this evening.
Towards the far post, cleared away by Jivanta Fernando, who's had a good game so far. As Madhushan De Silva lets it run. Picks out Asikur Rahman. If Army get a third, surely the game will be over. Suraj Bernard slips through. Sajit Kumar, who was offside, according to the linesman on the far side. And Blue Star now making their first change. Mohammad Mazir coming on for Salan. Pushpa Kumara wants the throw-in taken from the correct position. Rohan Appaham is in no hurry to get there. Takes it long. Acrobatic from Asikur, but Blue Star position, get it forward. Uche Sande. His pass cut out by Lakshita Jayatunga. Kajanthan down the line, can't keep it in play. It's not had the greatest of evenings. Asikur Rahman. Ami just running the ball a bit too much. Kasun Pradeep brought down, but here's Madhushan De Silva. Trying a 1-2. Not quite getting it where he wanted it as Chimezi. It's ruled to be offside. Rohan Appuhami bobs it forward. Sajith Kumar tries to get a head on it, but unable to make proper contact. Angelo Fernando takes it long. Opportunity here for Blue Star. The new man Mazir getting forward. Uche Sunday loses the ball. One back by Irshan. Long ball in, cleared away by Varakagoda. Blue Star still in possession. Defenders have been far from convincing in this second half. Oh, they still have the lead. They went into half-time with there's more athleticism shown once again by Jivanta Fernando. Chimezi loses the ball. Sajith Kumar tries to pick out his on rushing forward. Here's Asikur Rahman. Gets past his man, Asikur Rahman. Can't pick out a pass in the middle. Army not really interested in getting forward anymore. Chimezi has got past his man. I beg your pardon, it's Channa. Channa's crossing to a dangerous area. Just about dealt with by Mohammad Lutfi. Once again, it's E.B. Channa causing all sorts of problems for the Army defense. Suraj Bernard waits for support. Kasun Pradeep now. Back to Suraj Bernard. No movement ahead of him. Defenders very static. They've lost that motivation to score a goal, and with that the forward movement has all gone, which has made it easy for Blue Star to defend against them. B. Channa once again making a nuisance of himself. Throw in taken quickly towards Sunday. And here he is, the cross. Allowed to run through by Rohan Appuhami. Throw into Army. So again, throw taken quickly, and Sunday gets a bit of a lucky break. But cross quite poor. As Blue Star now have a player down. Looks like it may be Najman. Lutfi has kept his team in it at times. Blue Star may be forced into a substitution here. Both coaches using this opportunity to get in the ears of their players. Just under 10 minutes left plus stoppage time till we find out who our new king of Sri Lankan football will be. Madhushandi Silva. Nice idea to try and pick out Sajid Kumar. Suraj Bernard. Back to Madhushandi Silva. Rohan Appuhami. Kasun Pradeep. Lakshita Jayatunga. Back to Jayatunga. That's a lovely ball. Manjula Fernandez come off his line, but the net is rippling. And Army have a 3-1 lead. And it's that man, Azikur Rahman again, who has got on the score sheet. And surely that will be the final nail in Blue Star's coffin.
Big smiles on the faces of both the fans as well as the players as we take a look at the replay. It was Manjula moving off his zone and Azikur Rahman keen to exploit it. Goes for quite a long range from off the top of the box. And it reaches right onto the net. Putting Army on the boards 3-1. This could be the deal sealer with less than 9 minutes of regulation time to go. Blue Stars has a lot on their back. Previously, the only thing they needed was a single goal to tie things up, but now there's 2 goals to be scored. Will Blue Stars have what it takes?
Similar to his finish in the first half, that goal took it well. Manjula Fernando coming off his line. And Azikur Rahman getting the ball in the back of the net for the second time running, as disappointed fans perhaps have already started their journey back to Kaludara from the Sugatadasa Stadium. Sajid Kumar gets involved. Taraka Silva now plays it back to Manjula Fernando. Blue Star need a goal and need it fast. Here they come. Sunday trying to pick out Chimezi. He's marked well though. Here comes Azikur Rahman. Mr. in possession, Suraj Bernard trying to pick out Sajid Kumar. His pass cut off. Here's Sajid Kumar. Azikur Rahman, let's fly. Turned out into a great cross, but Madhushandi Silva just couldn't pick that pass out, and he's just brought the defender down. Sajid Kumar allow his team to regroup in defense. 6 minutes left on the clock, plus regulation, plus stoppage time. Army surely have one hand already on the trophy. Suraj Bernard. Kasun Pradeep dispossessed. Sajid Kumar allowed a lot of space on the edge of the area, goes down rather easily. Referee waves play on.
Skipper Sajid Kumar called out for a yellow card on the previous play he's had.
Last roll of the dice perhaps for Blue Star. As Chigozi is brought on for Najman. Chigozi not fully fit, which was why he didn't start. Doesn't look all that keen to be on the pitch either, to be honest. Moving rather laboredly. He'll be in the game for his aerial threat.
But under the circumstances, Ashwin, I believe that was a shout out of desperation by the coach, Coach Piche. We'll just have to see if Chigozi will be the Hail Mary Blue Stars is looking for. Scoring 2 goals with less than 4 minutes of regulation time is quite a big challenge to take up.
Well, Vinith, we saw 4 goals in 5 minutes of regulation time in the previous game. So, in principle, it's not impossible. However, practicality is another issue altogether. Defenders are now highly motivated to defend this 2-goal advantage, and absolutely no pressure on that defender as he cleared the ball. Throw into Army. Blue Star needs something from this free kick, you feel. They've caused problems with the lofted ball into the box all game, and they may need to do it one more time to drag themselves back into contention. It's played short to Chigozi, but he can't get the cross in. Throw into Blue Star.
Coach Piche bringing in all his foreign talent onto the field. Sunday Chigozi as well as Chimezi on the offensive lineup. They're desperate to score these 2 goals, and as you've said, 4 goals in 5 minutes is something we saw. So in terms of a miracle, it's still anyone's game. But again, in terms of practicality, there is a question.
The referee overruling the linesman's decision to give a goal kick. It's been changed to a corner, which is taken short. Sampath now to deliver. The outside of his foot cleared away by Asikur Rahman. And Army on the other end have a break. Madhushan De Silva and Sajid Kumar. Madhushan De Silva sensibly plays the ball back to Asikur Rahman. Plays it back Kasun Pradeep, who's chipped the ball well over the goal.
Instead of choosing to go for an uncomfortable defensive formation, the defenders chose to stay on their offensive leg, and that has proven to make all the difference in this match. Instead of trying to secure on a 2-1 lead. They went on for a third and they looked to create a fourth.
Rahman on that occasion just overrunning the ball as the fourth officials board goes up for 3 minutes of added time at the end of the 90. It's a loud round of applause from the Army supporters. 3 minutes to hold on to this 3-1 lead.
Final game of the Dialog Champions League. Moving on, it was Blue Stars who looked to take up the championship, but it was Army that came out of nowhere and scored 3 goals upon them. All they needed was to draw it up, Blue Stars.
Sajid Kumara, good turn, plays it on as referee says the player got the ball. Asikur Rahman is down on the deck. Blue Star surely will play on. Jaitunga puts the ball out and Army making a change of their own. Vigneswaran Visrignusaraja Kajandan, who replaces his brother Kamaleswaran Kajandan. Bichanna's crossing, cleared away once again. Madhushan De Silva moves it forward. Sajid Kumara is in the clear. Great tackle by Ishan Kumara.
I guess it's safe to say it's a defender's game by now. We are almost out of time. And they're leading up with a comfortable 3-1 lead.
And stadium, especially those areas housing the Blue Star fans, is emptying rapidly. And while the chants of Army on the far end of the grounds have increased and amplified over these 3 minutes of added time. And that'll be that. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you your new Dialog Champions League title holders, Defenders Football Club, who came into this game needing a win. Their opponents just needed a draw. And they've succeeded in winning 3-1 to seal their second ever football title in Sri Lanka. They won the FA Cup on multiple occasions. However, this is the trophy that had eluded them. And finally this year, Army Defenders have secured the Dialog Champions League title. It was Mohammad Isadeen who gave them the lead, and a brace from Asikur Rahman made it comfortable. Blue Star fought valiantly. They pulled it back to 2-1 at half-time, and E.B. Channa hit the woodwork with a free kick with the scores at 2-1 in the second half. However, a second goal from Asikur Rahman sealed the trophy for Defenders, who will now be crowned champions of Sri Lankan football. You can see players going over to the fans to celebrate the victory. Deserved winners, Dinit, on the day.
I agree, Ashwin. After a 10-year-long drought, Army came out of nowhere and took out the league's top scorers, Blue Stars, off to a 3-1 win. Incredible, well-deserved win, Ashwin, this evening for Army. Both the fans as well as players very happy about the effort, dedication they put in. And the Blue Stars players as well, they put in so much work, so much passion into the game. However, things didn't turn out their way as defenders picked up the win this evening as the Dialog Champion League's 2018 edition winners. It's been a beautiful game of football this evening. Both teams valiantly fighting for that trophy, the DCL trophy. Joined in hands are the players of the defenders, embracing the cheers of the fans, thanking them for their support.
It's a fitting game of football to finish a wonderful tournament. We've seen some absolute classics during the 17 weeks of football we enjoyed, and this game certainly lived up to its reputation. Both teams could have come out winners. They both had good opportunities. However, it's Army who made the most of the chances they got and picked up the win, and thereby crowned champions of Sri Lankan football. 3-1 for the defenders against Blue Star. Once again, it was a hard-fought game, and we'll have a look at the statistics for the game. We'll have a look at the highlights first, though, of the second half, where Blue Star were trailing 2-1, and they really made it difficult. This was the opening goal for Mohammad Isadeen in the first half, opening the scoring in 2 minutes, as Army didn't have it easy. Mohammad Lutfi had to make a few good saves. Manjula Fernando also did what he could to keep Army competitive. This horrific mistake by Ishan Kumar, allowing Asikur Rahman to get in on goal and score his first of the night. And at that point, it looked like Blue Star were out for the count, but E.B. Channa's header on the brink of half-time pulled it back to 2-1, giving Blue Star a sniff at coming back into the game. Blue Star caused problems with long throws all game, as Mohammad Lutfi doing well on several occasions to prevent danger, as that one was the opportunity that Blue Star would really rue. E.B. Channa hitting the woodwork, and then a few seconds after that, his shot well saved by Lutfi. Sunday also had some opportunities, but this was the goal that sealed it for defenders. Asikur Rahman doubling his tally, and at that point doubling the defenders' lead, as it finished 3-1 in favor of the Army defenders. We'll have a look at the stats for the game. And it's both teams getting ready for the presentation ceremony. Defenders winning 3-1. As you can see, Blue Star though had more attempts on target as they really pressed their chances to score. But however, good goalkeeping from Mohammad Lutfi really prevented them, whereas clinical finishing from the defenders, scoring 3 of their 4 shots on target, really was the settling factor in the game. Blue Star had more corners as well, but were unable to really capitalize on any of them, as defenders comfortably running out 3-1 winners in the end. Presentation ceremony is on the way to being ready. We'll go in for a short commercial break and rejoin the action with the award ceremony.
ක්‍රීඩා පුවත් සිංහලෙන් www.thepapare.com වෙබ් අඩවියට පිවිසලා සිංහල භාෂාව තෝරාගන්න. ක්‍රිකට්, රග්බි, පාපන්දු, වොලිබෝල්, මලල ක්‍රීඩා, පැසිපන්දු විතරක් නෙමෙයි වෙනත් ක්‍රීඩා සහ විශේෂාංග ලිපි උනත් ThePapare සිංහල තුලින්. ඇයි අපේ වීඩියෝ පිටුව ක්‍රීඩාව හා සම්බන්ධ දහසකුත් එකක් වීඩියෝ, සම්මුඛ සාකච්ඡා, ඒ වගේම ඇසිදිසි, රග්බි පිටිය, පිටියේ කතා, ස්පෝර්ට්ස් මසාලා වගේ සතිපතා ජනප්‍රිය විශේෂාංග නරඹන්න. ඔබේ පරිගණකේ ටැබ් එකෙන් එහෙමත් නැත්නම් ස්මාර්ට්ෆෝන් එකෙන් ලබා ගන්න ඔබට ලේසියෙන්ම පුළුවන්. ThePapare සිංහල ක්‍රීඩා පුවත් ඩිජිටලීකරණය.
Dear customer, Dialog Television's broadcast service will be shifted to a new satellite in 4 phases during January and February 2019. Please note that it is mandatory that you keep the decoder switched on during the following periods in order to connect your decoder to the new satellite.
28th January 10 p.m. to 29th January 10 p.m. 6th February from 10 p.m. to 7th February 10 p.m. 17th February 10 p.m. to 18th February 10 p.m. 19th February 10 p.m. to 20th February 10 p.m.
While regretting any inconvenience caused, we wish to assure you of our best services at all times and thank you for your patience.
Six Nations Rugby 2019. 15 matches, 6 action-packed weekends. 2nd February to 16th March, live and exclusive on Dialog Now, channel number 1. Dialog Television, Sri Lanka's number 1 television experience.
I want to be the star of the show.
This is not how I wanted things to go.
For the 5-0.
Is my daughter in there?
Right!
Yeah, it's her.
There's been a complication.
New Hawaii 5-0.
Hey, partner. Big day for us, buddy. Jump!
You're invited to a new season of madness.
She's throwing us a last supper.
How to Get Away with Murder. Watch all series on the same day as the US. Dialog Television, Sri Lanka's number 1 television experience.
No more fighting for one TV. Make every room in your home a TV room with a Dialog television home bundle. Get your second Dialog television connection for as little as 500 rupees a month with a saving of up to 50%.
What do I do for a living? I live for a living.
Way out in the wilds of Alaska.
Experience real-life adventures.
It's a completely life-changing experience.
Escape the ordinary.
You're just surrounded by mountains. You feel really tiny.
Got excited.
Okay, she's ready.
Yes, I'm ready.
Impressive CV. But why do you want to work here?
Is your unlimited package limiting you? Be really unlimited with the largest network. Talk unlimited with more than 13 million Sri Lankans with Dialog. Dialog Blaster Unlimited. A range of monthly plans starting from 777 rupees. Dial #678# to convert your package or get a new connection.
It's always been my dream to be a part of a blue chip company.
ஒரு நாள் இப்படித்தான் நான்
இன்னைக்கு கதைக்கவே வேணும்.
ஹாய் சில நெட்வொர்க் அன்லிமிட்டட் சொன்னாலும் கதைக்கக்கூடியவர்கள் லிமிட்டடா. இலங்கை முழுவதும் பறந்து விரிந்துள்ள 130 லட்சத்துக்கு அதிகமான டயலாக் குடும்பத்தினருடன் லிமிட் என்று பேசுகிறீர்கள். டயலாக் பிளாஸ்டர் அன்லிமிட்டட் ரூபாய் 222 முதல் வாராந்த மற்றும் மாதாந்த பிளான்கள் செயல்படுத்தின #678# டயல் செய்யுங்கள்.
நீங்களும் மூவி பார்க்க வாரீங்க தானே?
Are you or someone you care about prone to heart-related illnesses? You can now rest easy with Avid Heart. Avid Heart lets you get a medical-grade EKG anywhere, anytime. Save a life and give yourself or loved ones peace of mind. Approved by the National Medicines Regulatory Authority. Avid Heart. Heart health at your fingertips. Purchase your Avid Heart device today for just 23,990 rupees and get a free My Doctor Couples package. Available at selected Dialog customer care centers island-wide. Dialog. The future today.
Freedom.
Good evening and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for your patience. Having come to the early conclusion of the Football Federation of Sri Lanka conducted Dialog Champions League 13th edition 2018. We are now ready for the presentation ceremony. We would take this opportunity to cordially invite our presentation party, which includes Honorable Manusha Nanakara, Deputy Minister of Telecommunication, Foreign Employment and Sports. Mr. Trinesh Fernando, General Counsel, Vice President, Group Legal and Regulatory, Dialog Asiata. Mr. Anura De Silva, President of the Football Federation of Sri Lanka. Mr. Shamil Bishri, Head of Marketing, Dialog Asiata. Mr. Jaswaruma, General Secretary, Football Federation of Sri Lanka, together with Mr. Zaharan Singamasa, Chairman, Competitions Committee of the Football Federation of Sri Lanka. Welcome, distinguished invitees. The Football Federation of Sri Lanka, that a good crowd had seen 2 good matches in the tournament, although there are a few yet to be completed. The excitement generated over the evening has been worth it. And we say a big thank you to all of you initially for joining us. To start off with the presentation, may we cordially invite Mr. Saran Singamansa, Chairman, Competitions Committee of the Football Federation of Sri Lanka, for the first few presentations. Tokens of appreciations for the match officials, starting with the General Coordinator, Mr. MSM Faiz. Match Commissioner, Mr. M. Rajendran. Referee Taranga Pushpakumara, FIFA referee. First assistant referee Priyanga Namal, FIFA assistant referee. Second assistant referee Jafran Atambua, class 1 referee. Fourth official Lakmal Virakodi, FIFA referee. We thank Mr. Zaran Singamansa. 2 individual awards to be presented today. And once again, it's an opportunity for the chairman of the Competitions Committee, who will be making the first of the 2 individual presentations. To the best goalkeeper, the Golden Glove Award goes to the custodian of defenders, Mohammad Lutfi. Congratulations to you. We thank Mr. Zaran Singamansa once again. Cordial inviting Mr. Jaswaruma, Secretary General of the Football Federation of Sri Lanka. The other individual award is for the most valuable player. The Golden Ball Award goes to Ashikur Rahman, defenders. Congratulations to you, Ashikur. We thank Mr. Jaswaruma. Cordial inviting Mr. Shamil Bishri, Head of Marketing, Dialog Asiata. The Dialog Champions League 2018 second runners-up will receive a cash award of 500,000 rupees with 32 points, Blue Star. Captain MMM Ilshan, Coach Mohammad Piche, Manager Mishwa Munawir. Well done, third placed Blue Star. We thank Mr. Shamil Bishri for the moment. Thank you, sir. Cordially inviting Mr. Jaswar Uma and Mr. Saharan Singhavansa to present the medals for the runner-up team. Also with 32 points, but on goal difference, are runners-up in the 13th Dialog Champions League 2018. Colombo FC, may we have the 30 players and 10 officials to come and collect their silver medals. Colombo FC led by Raumi Moideen, Coach MH Rumi, Manager A. Sampur. Today, they were simply outstanding in the first game at this venue. After a scoreless first half, came into the last quarter of the game and netted in 4 goals. Dialog Asiata, by far the biggest sponsor of sport in this country and major promoters of major sports. Extremely happy with the participation of the top players and the leading teams in the 13th Dialog Champions League 2018. A lot of hard work. Played matches at their home venue as well as in the outstations. Not easy, tough testing times for the players. Maybe invite the officials of Colombo FC . Magnanimous gesture. No one is left out as we concentrate on the 30 players and the 10 officials. Well done, Colombo FC, Dialog Champions League 2018, runners-up. We thank Mr. Jaswaruma and Mr. Zaharan Singhavansa. Cordial invite once again Mr. Shamil Bishri, Head of Marketing, Dialog Asiata, to present the runners-up check of 700,000 rupees to Colombo FC. May we have the captain, please? Ravi Mohideen receiving on behalf of his team the runners-up check. We thank Mr. Shamil Bishri and cordial invite Mr. Anura De Silva, President of the Football Federation of Sri Lanka, to present the runner-up trophy to the Colombo FC captain once again. Ravi Mohideen, please come and collect the Dialog Champions League 2018, the 13th edition runner-up trophy. Thank you very much on behalf of your team. Congratulations, Colombo FC. Mr. Anura De Silva will be joined by Mr. Shamil Bishri for presentation of the gold medals to the top team in the 13th Dialog Champions League 2018. Champions, defenders, the gallant soldiers. The team led by Roshan Apuami, with M. Murshid and R.T. Alfonso coaching them through the season. Manager, Captain Hiran Ratnayaka. Tremendous performance even today. Like most of the other teams, they also have national players in their ranks. Fitter team, naturally. The gallant soldiers, great performance. Led 2-1 at half-time today. Added one more in the second half. Final score that read 3-1 in their favor. That was always heartening. They represent the Sri Lanka Army. Always in the forefront, doing well, doing something they love. Thank you for providing some of the best moments in this tournament. Glorious and dignified in their approach and play. The final result would always be cherished by everybody committed to serve the country. Well done. They accumulated 34 points in getting to the top of the 13th Dialog Champions League 2018. Well done. The Army Defenders. May we welcome the officials, the team behind the success of the defenders. Some of them have been there for a long time. They know what this is all about. Commitment. This is just reward for some excellent commitment. Always gathering and improving their skills. There's been a great opportunity. Congratulations, defenders. We would like to thank Mr. Shamil Bishri and Mr. Anurag De Silva. Cordially inviting Mr. Trinesh Fernando, the General Counsel, Vice President, Group, Legal and Regulatory, Dialog Asiata. As we said, major promoters of major sports, and they have been the sponsor of various sports in this country by far. It's the cash award for the championship winning team, 1 million rupees for defenders, as we call the captain Roshan Apwami to collect the champions check. Well done, defenders. Don't go too far away as we cordially invite our chief guest for the occasion, Honorable Manusha Nanakara, the Deputy Minister, representing the Honorable Minister, to make this wonderful presentation. He'll be joined by Mr. Trinesh Fernando and the rest of the presentation party on top. Everybody get close as we call upon Honorable Manusha Nanakara to present the 13th Dialog Champions League 2018 Champions Trophy to defenders. Time for celebration, ladies and gentlemen. After a hard-fought season, on behalf of the Football Federation of Sri Lanka and Dialog Asiata, we take this opportunity to thank all stakeholders in the 13th Dialog Champions League 2018, the participating teams, the officials, the referees, the ground staff, various other stakeholders, the media, and everybody else who are present here.
That's Army Defenders crowned champions of the Dialog Champions League 2018, lifting the trophy, winning their second Sri Lankan football title. As we leave the teams with their celebrations, it's been a real pleasure bringing you today live coverage of the title decider, live and exclusive on ThePapare.com and Dialog TV Channel 1. Sri Lankan Army Defenders champions of football, and as Queens we are the champions. Plays in the background. We are ready to leave you, and it's been a real pleasure bringing to you live and exclusive coverage of the Dialog Champions League 2018. Do join us again for all our future productions on ThePapare.com, Sri Lanka's #1 sports hub.